There's this famous TV show called The Sopranos about Italian-American mafia. If you're American, you probably heard about it. If not, watch it. It is really great because it's not about the mafia. I mean, it is a bit, but it's more about the family and the family relationship. And the main character is like this old school mafia boss in his 40s, and he's like a very toxic mother and like a very toxic uncle who tried to kill him, and it's like really like weird shit happening. Like they don't seem like great parents or great uncles. And he goes to his therapist about it, very progressive. A mafia boss has a therapist, and she pointed out to him. She's like, "Hey, your mother is abusing you. Your mother is bullying you." He's like, "No, but she's my mother. She is good by definition." And that's the topic of today's video. I just realized I could have clipped my microphone to the hat. That would have looked cool and professional. But now I'm just holding it in my hand because ASMR. Waves. Can you hear the waves? Can probably only hear the wind. So that's what I want to talk about today. You can't let the right person, the right person, the person who's close to you, maybe like a family, maybe even like a boss at work, if you put your boss on a pedestal, do the wrong thing. And what I mean by this is very straightforward. You have people who are close to you, have people who you love and who love you back, but they make mistakes. And you can forgive mistakes. But if people who you love and who love you back continuously do something that's bad for you, you cannot let them get away with it. You cannot be like, "Oh, she's my mom, he's my dad, they're my brothers. It's fine, if they bully me. It's fine if they hurt me, mentally, physically, it's never fine. It's never fine because if something doesn't make you feel great continuously, it is valid. And I think there are certain pains, that you should go through, maybe like muscle pain at the gym when you're running a marathon, or like a pain of, I don't know, being focused and doing some great work. But a pain of constantly being hurt by the person without improvement, and I don't think that's a pain that's worth suffering for. And the reason I'm making this video is because now I'm on vacation here in Greece with my family, and I do feel certain things they don't make me feel great. And what do you do? When people who are close to you, when they do things you don't like, well, you gotta point it out to them. I think that's the first step. And this is the step that many people, including myself in the past, or even now, I'm not perfect at it, are not doing. People just let it slide. But at some time it builds up. And it boils over. And just think about it when you meet someone new. Let's say you're at the bar, and your friend group merges with some other friend group, and someone is rude to you from the other friend group, and you're like, "Oh, this is a jerk. I don't want to hang out with this person." But when someone is rude to you and a person is close to you, you're like, "Oh, whatever. The first step, if someone close to you does something that should not be done, is definitely telling them, right? Pointing out some possible solutions, get help yourself, I'm part of like a therapy, or I don't know, ChatGPT is a great companion. Talk about it with someone, get other people's opinions on this, are they overreacting? Are you overreacting? I mention it over and over again, but books are such a great help because, books that describe human behavior, describes behavior between men and women, or parents and children, there's just so much value in it. You go to a therapist. The therapist might know some general stuff, might be a good therapist, might be a bad therapist, but these books, they have knowledge. If you want some recommendations, the one that I talk over and over and over is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. This is amazing book about men and women and relationships and the mistakes they both make and how to avoid them. And I used to think it's only for romantic stuff. That's how it is branded, but trust me, it applies to anything. Like, what I'm saying is mistakes between men and women are not exclusive to romantic relationships, but are within all relationships. And the last thing, right? If you tried everything, you tried mentioning it, you tried getting help, extensively and all, I think there's just no other way than to distance yourself. You cannot be around people and situations that constantly make you feel bad. It's again, sometimes it's harder to oversee. Maybe you're in love with your boss, not in a romantic sense, but like you cherish and admire this person, and you think everything that the person does is right, and nothing is wrong. But I know deep down, when people do wrong stuff to you, and you gotta fight, for people to not do you wrong. Yeah. So that's all, my friends. It's getting pretty hot here, so I think I'm gonna get back into the water. Super, super excited about the water. I feel like no one is watching me filming. Maybe because I'm just too far away from this paid beach, so no one's like, whatever, this guy, I can't even see what he's doing, becoming rich and famous. But maybe some good news. I mean, love being in Greece, food is amazing here, people are amazing, weather is amazing. Like, I feel different when the weather is nice. Like, my beard is growing different, like everything. I mean, sleep is kind of bad, but I don't know, it just feels like, I feel like it's not associated with me not working and me taking a rest. It's associated with good weather. Like, I can feel it. Like, I don't know. That's why I want to move to like Thailand, to like a warm climate, because goals, man. See, like being in the water, man, or like even a lake. I live to kind of close to some lakes in Germany. That's, yeah. So that's first good news. Greece and whatever. And second good news. Could I tell you this? Maybe not yet, man, because not confirmed. But I'm having a good time here. Besides the family part, that's still like a challenge. But otherwise, I mean, I say otherwise, but it even shows like how underestimate how I say, oh, it's fine if it's bad, but it's not fine if it's bad. Anyways, my friends, go fight for feeling great, and and Puppy loves you. Gonna get back into the water. Cheers.